to another remote vlog with your hosts, Dipesh and Daniel. Oh my god, so crazy, dude. We are just spontaneously going to go for a little drive, check out some sights, maybe spark some memories in the area. We're currently heading inland, out Sydney's west, I would say. And I know of some crazy mansions in the area. I thought I'd show Daniel, because, you know, what do you do?
Yeah.
I felt like when we were younger, when you just got like your P plates or permit, for anyone overseas,
just
driver's
around.
permit, you just would like excited just to drive around and do absolutely nothing.
Yeah, and then you'd see all the parts of the suburb that you'd never go, or because you'd just be like, oh, it's too far to walk or whatever.
Exactly,
and then you finally figure it out or whatever.
Man, one time, my friend, she had a older Civic EK, and go straight through these lights and the next lights.
Okay.
And we were driving through like a rural area that like had like some big properties, but they're so spaced out. They've been there for like, I don't know, probably since the 70s or something, because they were oldish mansions. And the roads were like pitch black because there's no street lights out that way. And there was some like freaky scarecrows and shit that people had put out. And she was like, you drive. I'm like, okay, sweet. I'll drive. And we were just like doing like dumb shit you do when you're, you know, a teenager driving. You turn all the lights out and then turn it back on, and like it's pitch black. And go straight through here. And then we went down a road, and it was like super late at, maybe even early hours in the morning, and it was a little bit, you know, like when you're in like a really rural area, it gets a little foggy on the road, like just misty. I was turning the lights off, turning them back on, turning the lights off, and I turned them on, dude, and it was just, dude, on a road, a fucking brick wall straight in the middle of the road.
Wow.
Like just in front of us, and I'm like, oh shit, I had to pump the brakes. I don't know why it was just a random dead end, but it was a brick wall dead end.
Looney Tunes shit.
It was, dude.
Like
a painted archway, and it looks like it keeps going.
Tunnel.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude, that freaked me out, because like, you know, you're expecting like just to see like some horror shit, but it was just a straight brick wall at the end of a road. It scared the crap out of me, man.
Yeah, that would. Far out.
Yeah.
Well, I saw a meme about it. Someone did actually. There was an interesting turn, like quite a sharp turn in one of the roads, and there was a big brick wall on the edge of the road, and someone did spray paint a big tunnel into the road, and then
no way.
And someone crashed directly into it because it was at night time, and they thought, oh, that's a tunnel, just go through.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
That's my bad. Missed the turn. Oh, good. We'll get the next one.
All right, we'll get them on the next one. I'll just turn right wherever I see a next right turn.
There's a right turn here, but you have to do it's a cul-de-sac. We'll do a U-turn.
Yeah, that's all good.
Shoddy, let me take you there. I'm gonna put a little drop pin action.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, some big fucking property here, dude.
We can keep going.
Do you know what these are worth?
Bro, that'd be 3 mil plus. The property size alone is massive, and then also the mansion on top of it. One time, I was with my mate, and we were driving, I think, out this way, and we saw, take a right at the roundabout. It's coming down. Yep. We saw a mansion getting built, dude, and I'm not joking. It looked like a hall, like a community hall. Like it was huge. They had one of those terrace balconies above the front door. And it was so big that you could like straight up like do doughies in a car on the balcony. That's how big the balcony was. It didn't look like a house.
Am I going right?
Yeah, taking right.
I was to say, how much?
I don't you get like, but you get
the prices of eggs
packs
now in the shop.
I wouldn't know. Little fun facts for those listeners out there. I absolutely fucking hate eggs.
But you never cook with them or anything?
No.
I eat 2 eggs a day, son.
I've been with you. I'm going to show the chicken. God damn, that's a big chicken.
He's thick. Let's go ride it.
Can you jump on top?
Maybe
Can we scale it?
Where I used to live, there's a giant dinosaur figure at one of the for a pet store. Yeah. And in the middle of the night, I went and climbed it and got a sweet photo on it.
Oh, awesome. You know what sucks? When you go to like a nice rural area and someone's built a modern house, and it's like, dude, we know you got money, but like, you clearly have no.
I'd probably want like, see this land, like that one, like probably like that much or more.
Yeah.
Maybe like 1 acre would be awesome.
What I
Look,
like.
there's one going up.
Yeah. Wow. I like what type of houses do you like? I like kind of like the more older school looking ones like that, rather than a modern looking house.
Well, no,
I like brick.
I'd prefer like a modern with like a rustic twist of like lots of wood furnishings on the outside. And,
I like wood too. Yeah.
I do like the modern look. Like my grandma's look of her house, I don't like it.
Right.
So like, yeah, the one you just pointed out, probably not a big fan, and that's very like 2000s.
That's too old. Yeah, no, that's a very
2000s.
specific look. I'll show you which type of house I like. I'm sure we'll see them. But I do like brick.
Yeah, I like brick. I don't mind brick, but I've seen a lot of brick plus like the wood. Like that's okay.
That's a little bit
more
too plain.
This is real fucking bougie.
Yeah.
Look, man, when you got the ones that you drive and you drop off, like you don't have to like.
Yeah,
put
but
it you just.
Oh, that was it. Sorry.
What?
That was the turn.
Okay, I'm gonna.
We'll check a little bit.
Go on this guy's driveway. Cars only
Like that?
drive and park.
That's a nice finish.
I don't
It's
mind
got that
it.
old school
I don't mind
cottage
it.
look.
Yeah, I don't mind that. That's got some castle vibes. To
Yeah,
it.
I
It's
like
real
that.
Cool.
Some of these houses have what you're just talking about, where they even have like an old school
Like a
street
pond or
lamp.
something. Oh yeah.
Street lamp on the roundabout in the front lawn. It's like crazy, man.
God damn.
Look at that. I like that. They got the street light. They got the little street lamp. They got the little street lamp. Dude, that is nuts.
Holy crap.
That's a little bit
dude.
too posh for me. If I were to live on like a nice bit of land.
Yeah, I don't want it overdone. I honestly think I would prefer a single story if I could space it out.
Yeah, single stories aren't too bad.
Well, because the stairs are annoying going up and down, and
I do-
furniture and stuff, and you know, it's just annoying.
I've always grown up with 2 stories, so I do like. You could go left, right, straight, or whatever. It's all like loops around now. That's beautiful. Like I like that look.
That's a bit. I don't personally.
No?
Like that. I do see it, but I would be like more modern. I'd go
Right.
for more modern.
You like something like that?
Nah, that's a bit too like plain.
Too plain. Okay.
I'll show you pictures maybe later on of what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Okay.
That's some real European vibe on this place, like the color, the sand color.
Yeah. Look at this fucking
Fucking
thing.
hell! Just so many builders living around here, eh?
Yeah. Well, they're all. I think they're all builders, really. They all.
That's
like
a
construction
real
companies.
nice lawn.
Look at the size of that thing.
Wow! Look at
Look
the
at the
lawn.
size of it, dude. That is massive.
Look at the garage. And they got their own like forklifts and shit on here. I'm just wondering, like, what do you do for work to earn these
I
places?
think a
man?
lot of them own construction companies, from what I've heard.
Yeah, and construction prices have just gone
Look
astronomical.
at, dude, imagine having that.
God damn, show it.
Imagine having a little carport that like separates into like a little garage. That is crazy, dude. Oh my
Holy
god.
moly.
Yeah, these places are
Oh, let me
insane.
check if I... Show the thing.
I don't know if you'll pick it up,
You
but there's
will,
like a
you
little
will.
street lamp. Man, so you know what? Some of these houses give me the eyes wide shut vibe. Like late at night, you're just gonna have all these black cars pull up, and just like mysterious parties going on.
God, look at that. The cabana out the back and fucking...
Little pool house, separate pool house.
Alright, yeah, bro. And then like they
P-plate.
drive a P-plate, a shitty old Holden Ute, and just drive like a hoon.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, yeah, you're like... Man, beautiful lawns.
Stunning. Even that little outhouse, it's like a separate little dwelling.
These are the all ones you get ride-on mowers for.
Oh yeah, for sure. And these people with their fanciest
Porsche.
cars.
But then we just saw the Ute with the P-plater.
That's the work car, I guess. Kid wants it, the kid gets it.
Crap,
That's a nice
I've never
entrance.
seen so many nice properties at once, man.
Yeah, it blows my mind, man. It's this type of property
Should I go
goes
left or straight? Where we go left?
that loops.
To
You
left.
go left. This type of property goes fucking far, dude. Like I could show you.
Flat that is. Oh, look, the roof is so
Yeah.
tall.
That'd probably be what's it called? A prerequisite for building in the area. Look at the fucking size of that, dude.
God damn, show it.
Like the balcony above the door is just like huge.
And it's got like a front, it's got like a top-down gated mailbox
Oh my
area.
god, dude, this is humongous.
I like that design. I like that design.
I like that too. I do like that.
See the wood, but look at the gate. Look, he's got like a triple splitting driveway.
Even look, imagine how clean that park is. That you would have family there and all that. No one would ever go there.
No one would need to. Listen, it's no one's there because like they're like, my property's bigger than this park.
That's a nice little bit of character.
That's cool. Why are the roofs so tall?
It's a thing that
it might be like the vaulted ceilings to give it that real big look.
My buddy in his area down south, they all have to build really tall roofs as well. It's just like, I think it's for bushfire reasons. I think, and also there's probably a minimum build height that you can do your house. So if you want one story, the roof has to be fucking huge.
Yeah. Okay.
So they have tall ceilings and stuff.
But that's not everywhere. It's like that.
No, it's suburb by suburb basis.
Okay.
But there's building
I prefer
rules.
much this area that we're looking at right specifically now because all the land is flat.
Mm-hmm.
Before it was like big houses,
Very,
but the
yeah.
land is just all over the shop. But
Very
you're paying
hilly.
a mint for these properties here, man.
And these would have been bought. That's beautiful.
I like it. That's tasteful, but I
Yeah.
just don't like the columns and stuff. It is tasteful still, but that gives me
How's the
real.
gargoyle on the top in the center?
That gives me
You see the
real like old school like American vibes.
Yeah.
Like you'd see that in like I feel like something out of Matilda or something like that.
And you know what's crazy, dude? The ones that we're seeing aren't even the crazy ones. The crazy ones have the long driveways where you can't see the house.
Yeah,
the
no,
driveways
it's
are
all-
like right at the back. And dude, I could take you to like 3 suburbs that go on for like 20 minutes from here that still have houses like this. It's all out this way.
Oh man, I had no clue.
Yeah. It goes south. Like the further south you go and west, mansions, dude, huge.
Huge, absolutely huge. I've never seen anything like it. It's a dream to like live in somewhere like this, but you'll never afford it in Sydney. But you know what? You could build something really respectable in any other state for like a fraction of this cost.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you forecast it well, you could buy cheap land, huge block of land, and if you know the suburb's going to pop up, you got land like this, then you can just slowly build the house.
Yeah, and then building costs, like let's say you build a mega house, 300,000, 400,000. That's mega. Build.
Yeah.
And then like if you bought the land for like 500 or less, straight.
Yeah, let's go straight. I don't know which way we came. I think we.
Well, here I think it's like 200 for like your average size home, which is like 4-bed up.
Yeah.
But you know, the smaller size houses now, nothing like what our parents had or anything like that. But I reckon you could do a giga build.
I think it's about
like-
400,000 for a house build these days, man.
You reckon?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
shit.
around 400k.
Well, then let's say you bought the land for a couple 100,000 and then you did a mega build for like 600. You're still under $1 million.
Yeah.
And you have like a huge house.
And you got the land.
And you got the big land, but you just don't buy in the city.
Well, someone I work with, right? He's got a massive block of land
Look at that one, you can't even see.
down south,
Yeah.
and I'm talking like humongous block of land, and he was showing me like how he wants to build it and stuff, and they don't let you build too far into the land itself. And you're only allowed to clear certain areas of the land that you even own, and even the land that you're cleared to clear, there's certain trees that have to stay because they might provide something for certain animals.
Yeah, that's when people just go like in a storm, they'll just grab their ute and fucking rip down the tree and be like, fell down in the storm.
Yeah. Look at that thing. That's
so
like a
that's
compound.
Holy shit.
That's a modern
It's got
house.
underground. Yeah, I like that.
You like that?
I would add more wood.
I'm not too much of a fan of that. It's a bit too modern for me, especially because like I want the nice. I'm living on a nice bit of land, you know. I want to feel like it belongs to the land.
But I would do it a bit different. I'd make it more like more timeless. I'd add a lot more wood architecture to the front, which could blend it nice.
I'm keen to see what you kind of like for houses.
Okay,
I'll show you some photos.
I'll have to show you some stuff.
That's a pretty new house. Look at the clean brick on that.
It is. Fuck.
That must be
I
brand
like
new
the
built.
wooden poles.
I like the stonework.
Yeah. Real nice property. Look, he's got a car.
Oh, that's cool. Damn, what a feature to have an old car just
In your
wedged in
property.
your garden as a feature.
I have never seen
an old
so
American
many
pickup.
overdone houses. in
Oh
my
shit.
life.
That's still getting built. Look at the size of that thing.
Wow,
Look at the,
that's some Jumanji
look
shit.
at the columns
Remember
on
house
that.
in Jumanji?
Yeah, it had the
That's what it
huge
reminds
pillars.
me. Yeah, that's what it reminds me.
That's the
God damn.
That's the parish family house.
Yeah.
You can't see. It's quite a lot of sun
you'll
glare.
see it. Just touch a screen. You'll probably be able to see it.
It's a lot of sun glare.
No, you can't just touch. No, you can see it. I put the lower exposure so I can always fix it.
Okay. Look at the size of the door on it, dude. Far out. And they still have so much landscaping to do.
God damn.
I'm not
This
a
is
big fan of that.
compound material.
That's a compound.
6-car garage, dude.
6-car garage. Haha. 21. Oh, dude, look at that. I'd rock that house. Go left. Look at that, dude. I like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring the wife around here and be like, look at this fucking shit. We can have this in
Look at
another
that.
state.
Look at that, dude.
Bougie.
One more sold. It's for auction. Oh, well, we came through here. We came down this way.
Well, guys, make us famous so we can buy shit like this.
Blow this video
like
up.
Logan Paul, motherfucker.
Should we film a dead body?
Yeah, just film a dead body.
Okay,
in
so,
Japan and then just
guys,
go run around and throw fish at cars.
Remote vlog idea. We're going to go to a new estate, camp out, kill someone,
and film it.
and film it.
And be like, and then just do apology video and then pretend I'm colorblind.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Dude, pretend you're colorblind.
Then I go fight Mayweather and I'm done.
Yeah, I was going to say, then I might start a fighting career.
And just do versus Tyson.
And I might-
Tyson's a bitch, bro.
I'm going to invest all my money. Don't start the smack talk yet. You got to get into the league first.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. save it for the pre-game. Save it for the pre-game, the weigh-in. Look at that. Look at that chandelier in the front. Chandelier outside.
Oh my god, chandelier in the front. Oh, no, we passed this one.
Imagine having a chandelier above your front door, like full body chandelier.
Hey, see, we're on the same road.
Me and Daniel were like trying to think of like places to eat, and I was throwing a whole bunch of suggestions at him. And due to the nature of this show, we like our nostalgia around here. I told him that there is a couple, or there is one maybe last remaining all-you-can-eat Pizza Hut in Sydney, and we're currently on a little trip down to check it out. So hopefully we have luck. I've checked it's open. I'm hoping it still operates well. I'm pretty sure it does. And your boys are gonna eat too much pizza and hit nostalgia. Hit the nostalgia tablets.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Fun fact: Daniel never. So as far as his memory goes,
I've never been. I'm 100% sure.
He says he's never been to All You Can Eat Pizza Hut, and I find it so hard to believe as a kid, growing up in Sydney, to never have gone to All You Can Eat Pizza Hut. Because I went a bunch of times.
I never went. I went to McDonald's birthdays.
Yeah. I went to a few of those.
That was I had my 10th birthday at McDonald's. That was pretty lit.
I remember a couple of family trips to All You Can Eat Pizza. I was into the car scene for a while, and I loved my Hondas. And Hondas still to this day, for some reason, like an old joke, still get flack. And I always found it really funny. And it's because the people that never drove a Honda don't know how fun it is to drive, and their base understanding of fun in a car is I put my foot down and it just takes the fuck off. I got so much power in my car, where a Honda is such a driving experience. And I've seen so many people that bag up Hondas, drive Hondas, and bring a smile to their face when they hit VTEC. It's something else.
When they hit VTEC.
Yeah, it's something else, dude.
I feel like, personally, I've been in plenty of VTEC cars and I was never impressed.
You got to drive it.
Yeah, but I should feel like it's crazy fast.
But it's not about speed. It's not about speed.
It's so fucking... I guess it's more fun to drive.
Yeah,
but
that's what the point of driving is. See, a lot of people... Actually, I feel like this happens a lot in America as well. For them, it's low-end torque. If I don't feel the low-end torque, it's not a fun drive. I want to put my foot down and the thing takes off. That's fun.
Why the wheels are spinning.
Well, it depends on the car.
Yeah.
But that's to people, that is what makes a car great for them. I want it to just absolutely take off from the mark, where for other people, it's the whole driving experience, the way it handles, the power when you are going at high speeds, which is where it counts, right? So yeah, I think people that like their turbo cars, they just want to just pretty much launch off straight away. But at the same time, I feel like you're never really going to use all the power that you have in those types of cars.
Yeah, you don't, and they're massively inefficient on fuel.
That's why Hondas are so much fun, because I feel like you get the maximum output out of your car, and it's such a fun drive. Like, you feel like you're in so much control of the car. It does take off when you hit those high RPMs. It's just I guess what comes down to what is a driving experience for you. But a lot of people I feel just don't really understand. Like they think like, oh, the car has to be quick, and that's all it is. Like that's a fun car. It has to be quick.
I don't know. I can't comment because I have no idea what the driving community is really like. But I know plenty of people will be like, I want the car to be like rock tight suspension, and I can just take a corner and it's like just cemented on railroad tracks. Like my brother had Volkswagen Sirocco. That thing was nuts, man. That thing would fly, and it was like we went around a roundabout like 70 k's an hour, and that thing was on rails. Just was like did not even roll in the slightest. And I'm like, this thing would smash any car, and it was like a little tiny two-door Volkswagen.
Those are fun, yeah. That's why I like Hondas, because the handling is so ridiculous. It's like a little go-kart, honestly. It's like a go-kart.
Would you pick that as your favorite car?
Hondas?
Yeah.
I haven't driven enough cars to pick a favorite. I mean, you know what? In terms of stock car, hell yeah. Straight off the market, a classic Type R is pretty freaking fun. There's probably not, like, well, I guess, this is like very subjective, but I don't really like luxury cars or sports luxury cars. I'm not in that age range right now where I like a sports luxury car.
So what do you think your next car is going to be?
MX-5.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain I want that, but I need to drive one still, so I'm gonna test drive one. It's rear wheel, so I'm not actually used to rear wheel.
Drift machine, son. I would never get one personally because I need so much space in my car.
Yeah, like, I'm practicality.
Always loading. I need practicality. I would never get a U unless I really needed it.
I feel like you get a U.
Me? I wouldn't get a U. I would get like a
SUV or something.
I wouldn't get a ute unless I really needed it, like for work, or like my brother does and stuff, to like drive around on a job site and lug around big shit.
I feel like you get good use out of a ute though.
I don't know. The fuel efficiency is important to me massively.
Right.
I want to get electric. Whatever I get, it's going to be electric.
Right.
Just because I'm like massively self-conscious about the environment and what I contribute and blah 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 and quiet. Like, you go in an electric car, there's nothing like, I've driven a Tesla. I went and drove one.
Yeah, cool.
And dude, the seal on the door was unbelievable. When I closed the door, and I had to use my horn at one point because the taxi was taking too long, and the horn sounded like it was down the road. It didn't sound like it was coming from my car at all.
Interesting.
That's how sealed the door was.
Well, I've been seeing like so many videos of people complaining about the build quality of them. Because
like the buttons and stuff, dude.
Everything just trim and symmetry and panels not meeting up, lining up.
Yeah, I guess so.
Seals.
But I didn't really inspect it on that level. But
because they're not known for their cars, they're known for like what's in the car.
Yeah, they're known for the electronics.
Yeah, which is fine.
Being electric, but I would go get some cool electric car. Maybe like a Hyundai or something like that.
Those are cool cars.
Yeah, they're making pretty cool cars, and I'd probably get something like that. Like those new concept cars they come out with are awesome.
Those are sick. I'd definitely get one of those if I could afford it.
But maybe not practical enough. Then I'm seeing the like Ioniq 7 that they're bringing out, and I'm like, damn, that thing looks sick.
Yeah,
and it's big and practical, but mad fuel efficient. Well, I say fuel efficient, it's electric efficient.
Yeah.
So I would get something like that, especially because like I know next place I get will have solar for sure. So I want to charge your car up, and petrol's out of control.
Yeah, it's so stupid, dude. Who
knows what it's going to be like in another 5 years?
Yeah, I actually filled up my mum's car with E10, dude, and E10 was over $2.
Yeah, I know. I use E10 in this.
When I had my Civic, I always put premium in, so you expect it to be a little bit of a higher price. But even I remember when it ticked over to over $2, like on average, I was so shocked that E10's gone over that. E10 was so cheap.
No, not now.
But it was so that was so cheap compared to premium, for the longest time.
It's still like 20 cents cheaper on the most part, though. But I'm seeing 98 on $2.30.
It's really crazy.
So, who knows to say in the next 5 years. Like, it's so crazy with COVID. I filled up for like 60 cents a litre during COVID. Now it's like over $2. I was like, I've never filled up at this price in my life.
And it sucks because it's one of those things like, yeah, you can complain, but at the same time, you have to do it. So it's like you can't even waste your breath on complaining about it. It's just, it's one of those things that it's a necessity. Otherwise, what can you do?
Well, that's why I say I'm going electric for sure, because I don't want to have to rely on the petrol prices and this crazy fluctuating. It's like, I'm going to go solar, I'm going to get battery, and I'm going to go fucking off the grid. And they're going to pay me to generate electricity into the grid.
Yeah, okay.
Like, that's what I want to do.
I just hope that watch out, this lane merges.
Yeah.
I hope they don't do all that subscription stuff that you were showing me.
I really hope not. I won't support any car that does that.
I feel like once one car gets away with it, all other manufacturers will start jumping on board.
But then someone won't do it, and then you'll have to.
I don't know, man. I feel
ship.
like for any big business in this modern world, they all want money, man.
This is what I say.
So
It's like microtransactions and things. It's like, yeah, there's a big trend of it, but not everyone does it. Not every game does microtransactions, and like, you know.
Yeah.
Candy Crush was like the first big one that was like, everyone was like, oh my god, you can just pay per turn and people will pay for this shit.
If it's addictive enough or amazing enough and hyped up enough, people will pay. And that's what I'm saying. You just need an influencer to do it and people would just pay for it.
I'm not going to ever support a car that does it. The minute they do it, I'll
It's like, that would be an awesome option if housing affordability was okay and you go into one of them.
And it's crazy cheap. It's crazy
cheap. You save up and then you buy a house.
But that's
you can't do that anymore. That was
not crazy cheap. That's a house price now.
That's how it used to be when we were kids. Like their townhouse was the affordable option.
It was very affordable.
And there was like a leap. You did that to get to the next place.
Yeah. But you'd save shitloads on it.
Heaps, dude.
Now it's no way.
Look at how skinny that house is. What the fuck? That was a house.
Oh, I missed it.
It was so skinny, dude. It looked like a townhouse with nothing connected to it.
You should have showed it.
Went too quick. I'd have to do like.
Yeah.
All those listeners out there, let us know in the comments below. When was the last time you had all-you-can-eat Pizza Hut?
You know who I miss in our comments was that old mate who used to comment every episode. Who just
we need a new number one fan.
Yeah, I know.
Pop your DM us and go into a draw to be our new number one fan.
I use the coupon code DDP Radio for 10% off.
For 10% off. Has anyone been bumping our DDP Radio Volume 1?
I've not here.
Did you say you haven't?
No, I have,
okay.
But I have no idea who's doing it. I know our Spotify watches are higher than our YouTube watches.
That's cool. That's cool.
Oh, well, I mean, when I say Spotify, I don't know if it's just Spotify, but when I look at like our stats on our what's the name?
Podbean.
No.
Hey.
And for it, one.
Pizza Hut. Wow, dude. This is going to be a mad trip. This is going to be cool. It's a lot smaller than I thought.
Wow, you think it's going to be packed?
I think it's going to be pretty packed. Oh, I guess it's
Wednesday.
Oh, you should turn in there, right?
Do I?
Oh, mate. There we go. Oh, shit. This finna be lit. It's finna be lit.
Finna be lit.
It's finna be lit.
Oh my god, it's gonna be busy.
I'm just gonna eat garlic bread only.
Oh,
Imagine, dude, this is gonna be such an old school fucking trip for me. Last time I went to All You Can Eat Pizza Hut was probably 2013.
First for me.
I'm excited for you two.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
What if you want a certain pizza?
I think you can request it. And with every all-you-can-eat pizza, ends with the freshness.
Hit the freshness up.
The freshness. wasn't too good. I may have overdone it. Awesome. I definitely don't need to go back for a long time. I probably don't need to eat for a long time either.
Yeah.
Man, I was like thinking just for eons and eons, like people, like hunter-gatherers and stuff would have just been smoking on that fucking acacia bush, smoking opioids, just, you know, melting down some ayahuasca and shit like that. And they're not eating fucking fast food, dude. They're eating berries and fruit and nuts.
So you think on some sort of crazy, like, biological level, it's
I feel like
amping the shit up even more.
Yeah, I think like on a biological level, the perfect munchies couldn't be the most natural of foods because that was their munchies. They had no fucking other choice. They ain't going like, you know, I feel like
chips.
pizza. I want pizza, I want chips, I want popcorn. Nah, dude. They were just eating the most raw shit. And then I feel like, yeah, if you're going to have fruit, it's just bouncing off. Like your taste buds are just leaping out of your mouth, dude.
I really thought it was like crazy overdone explosion of juice. It was like almost overwhelming.
I had orange.
Pear. It was like, whoa!
Oh, dude, I need to have a Nashi pear.
That shit will be like tripping you out because
Dude,
it just feel like the liquid's going on forever.
Yeah, dude, oranges would just like
It'd be like that
explosion.
TikTok you showed me where they just cut the oranges like 50 liters of juice.
Yeah, and like unlimited juice and world hunger just from one orange. Just
I've never.
I need to look into it exactly.
It sounds nuts.
I also I actually have this bookmarked. I've been saving it for an episode, but I might as well just start talking about it now. There's this fertilization technique that was abundant in the Amazon before I think the Spaniards came. I think it's called terra preta.
Okay.
And what they essentially were doing was burning the earth, which would actually like magnify the fertilization of the soil itself, causing like the most overdone lush growth of vegetables and stuff like that.
I've heard of backburning by Aboriginal people back in the day too, to like make the crops grow better and fertilize the ground even harder.
But I think they actually haven't been able to recreate the techniques that were used by the Amazons during that time, which sucks because this fucking just conquering tribe came and just destroyed a whole civilization. But they found remnants of it, charred earth in pockets, and it was super like fertile,
nutrient dense, right?
Super fertile land, like ridiculous. And they were growing. You could grow anything in it.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think you can even grow crops from another country in this type of soil.
Wow.
First quantum shower thought of the Robo vlogs.
Yes.
What if the reason why the Graham Hancock actually touches upon this is what spiked this thought. The reason, like, you know, obviously every culture in the world has a story of a great flood. Every single culture in the world. And all those cultures' dates for this great flood all coincide around the same timeline. It's clearly a very important date in our history as a human civilization because it was traumatic enough for the whole world to talk about and pass down the story generation to generation until it became almost mythos and myth and religion. There's cultures in the world, and we talked about this on a podcast recently, about how quite a few different cultures have their own story of dragons. Yeah. And I was thinking, when the meteor came and wiped out the dinosaurs, say it wiped out 98% of them, there's still going to be a bunch that are in the water that are fine, maybe some aerial ones.
That's why they say crocodiles are dinosaurs.
Yeah, I mean...
they essentially are dinosaurs.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are dinosaurs. But you look at them, like, they're just fucking straight up dinosaurs.
Apparently they have a bite strength comparable to a T-Rex.
I've seen a video of a crocodile grab a goat and
chomp it
it flicks it, and it's left with the leg in its mouth. Like, it snaps the whole leg off the goat, and the body goes flying, and it's just got the leg in its mouth and just chews on it. Insane. 100% that's a dinosaur. But I was thinking, like, if the world itself can have a unified traumatic event such as a great flood happen and all talk about it, then why is it so absurd to think that something as terrifying as going head to head against a dinosaur not being told generation to generation?
Oh, you mean like the idea that people fought dragons and stuff?
Like, what if a dragon was a dinosaur?
Yeah.
It could have just been a flying dinosaur. I talked about this, like how the breathing of fire might not necessarily been like that. We know that reptiles today can spit venom on people.
But I guess it's like people
skin.
are looking for the bones and stuff, right?
Well, this would have been before our Great Cataclysm and way before that.
Oh, so you think they just got put to some sort of... But then wouldn't all the bones be gone too? Because they were in the cataclysm.
Well, those could have been the ones that remaining.
Okay.
Because there's ones that date back millions of years. There's different eras of dinosaurs, right?
Yeah.
And if a crocodile can last all the way through all of that shit from it's a predecessor of its lineage, I'm sure things have developed from that. But like, Asia has story of dragons, England has story of dragon, India has story of dragons. If people were fighting these massive creatures that maybe survived their cataclysm, and then maybe their food source wasn't as abundant, so they just probably naturally died off or were literally hunted. It's not crazy in my head to think that if everyone has a story of a great flood because that was something that happened around the world, wouldn't fucking fighting something stupidly large like a dinosaur or
and you think
dragon,
that's where all the mythologies come from? It's like a real thing that people have done.
A real thing that's been passed on from before the cataclysm that reset us.
Yeah, okay.
And you have these fucking like people picking up the remains and know of these stories, and this is fucking thousands of years of storytelling which ends up becoming just myth and storytelling. And
because that's so true. Like, there was so many bigger animals,
massive,
that we haven't been able to, like, they don't exist anymore because we've killed them.
We know that hunter-gatherers were fighting like saber-toothed tigers and shit, don't we?
Yeah.
So if a saber-toothed tiger and woolly mammoths can exist while humans exist, why the fuck couldn't bigger things exist before the Ice Age?
Woolly mammoth is fucking like 3 elephants tall or some shit. Huge.
And that's during the Ice Age or the end of the Ice Age.
Yeah.
I'm talking before the Ice Age.
I guess it's because, they're trying to find corpses of it. Like, this woolly mammoth, there's a corpse.
Yeah. Well, then I guess that's where, like, in my head, the remaining dinosaurs that would have been around, that would have kept, like, so obviously dinosaurs would have been millions of years ago. And I'm thinking, like, the remaining ones that survived, like, the big fucking, like, oceanic ones, remained for hundreds of thousands of years. Humans evolved. You got Neanderthals, you got different like hominids and shit like that, and they're living amongst them. They're killing each other off. Then there's also them versing the fauna that's around, which could be these predecessors of these ancient dinosaurs. Like, so maybe they weren't dinosaurs, but they were like between a crocodile and a dinosaur, something in between. Still huge.
I mean, there's even like, even not even a couple hundred years ago, they got the images of those enormous fucking birds.
Yeah, the birds.
The birds are like bigger than a person and like on its body.
What about giant squids? Like, giant squids exist right now.
Yeah, I know.
And they're like 17 meters long.
Yeah.
There's even like Japanese paintings of people in the seas fighting these like huge serpents in the water. Have you seen a sturgeon fish?
No. Oh, maybe.
Holy fuck, dude. Look up a sturgeon fish. This thing looks like an eel on steroids. I've seen a video of someone in a boat and it's swimming by it and it looks like a monster.
Oh, god damn.
It looks like a fucking monster, dude.
And then you think there's a giga one of them that's come from like deep ocean shit.
If you're in the, like, when you look at those old-timey maps, there's straight up like illustrations of just like dinosaurs and sea creatures on the waters, like where people have charted and been like, okay, we fought something fucked up here, put on the map. Don't go in this area of the map because there's a big fucking sea creature.
Damn.
And the Cthulhu and shit could have just been a giant fucking squid bigger than the giant squids we have now.
Yeah, that was just like fucking grabbed onto the ship and they were fighting it in the night.
Exactly, and they were like, this is a demon, don't come to this part of the ocean. And then that story went down for ages. I think it's all very plausible, dude. Like, if the Japanese people are like painting this dude fighting massive freaking
Yeah.
serpents in the sea.
Why? It
Why?
doesn't come from nowhere.
It doesn't come from nowhere.
You have to get especially before then, it was like you only had stories.
Why do we always assume that everyone that was before us was fucking stupid? They weren't.
They weren't. They did crazy things. They sailed the oceans. Vikings fucking built ships that could sail against the wind.
The Polynesian people literally made maps out of like stones and like twigs and stuff, and were able to navigate their waters with these maps. It was incredible.
God damn.
They're so smart. I wouldn't be able to figure out a map looking at twigs and shit.
Yeah.
If you show that to me, I'd be like, what is this? Arts and crafts? And these Polynesian people, like, straight up knowing how to get from, like, island to island with these complex maps probably show. Where was I at with that? Sorry, we had a little bit of a battery malfunction.
The Polynesians and the little map.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you can look up online, look at, like, an ancient Polynesian map. It's incredible, man. These things are, like, they're not very big, but they were able to charter the seas with it, and it probably told them of current systems and, I don't know, just different paths and navigation, and probably like they knew of just how to get from A to B with just these like really strange. They're like 3D maps.
Wow,
they're really, really cool.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, go check that out.
You love the history of like the human race and stuff on Joe Rogan. Like those are the ones you told me about. I've never sat through one of them. I gotta really listen.
Those are the ones that blow my mind. Especially Graham Hancock stuff. Holy fuck, man! Like I don't think he's full of shit at all.
I think that I would say most people that go on Joe Rogan are not quacks at all. They're like really smart, interesting people who are probably very genuine.
Yeah, look, well, I just see them.
Fucking couple of kooks. Yeah.
I just find that anyone that he has on is an expert, well, not an expert, but has a massive interest in what they're talking about. And
they can get experts. Some of these get PhD and doctors.
Yeah, he sometimes has experts on, but like sometimes it's just someone that has an interest in something and they've researched the fuck out of something, and it's there because when it comes to research, there's always like two views of everything, right? And that's just someone doing heaps of research into one view of a topic, which is perfectly valid. And if you disapprove, then research the opposing thought.
Yeah, well, look into it. Like, you can't just be like, oh, that's bullshit. It's
yeah.
Like, no.
But that's what baffles me about people, dude. People that listen to things and go, that's fucking dumb. Like, don't you even want to entertain the idea? Go, why is this person thinking like this? What are they seeing that I don't see? Wouldn't it make me smart to figure out what they're seeing to see if it's true or not? Like, I would feel like I'm stupid for just getting stuck in my little bubble and being like, nah, that can't be true.
Yeah, that's it.
I would feel like I'm not accomplishing anything if I'm not constantly learning.
I say, but some people are happy to just be like in their own little bubble of just going, well, I know what I know, and anything else is going to threaten that, and I can't deal.
Wow, man, that blows my mind. People are like that.
People are like that, dude. Very much so. Well, that's it, guys.
Wow, thank you for listeing to another remote vlog, and
it's a bigger one.
It was a pretty long one, and I think it was pretty solid, man.
I'll cut it out.
Trim it down.
Trim it down, boy.
And don't forget that if Mama's making cantong, it doesn't take long for the word to get around. Peace.
Bye.